Students not being able to migrate with their dependent to the UK is causing a whole lot of problem in the UK universities. When I mean some universities are threatening to close down. Imagine universities that have brought in so many international students. And like we know that the international students are those who pay the highest fee. So if they are not allowed to bring their dependent, lots of international students are looking elsewhere. Now, as you can see on my screen, ministers does not rule out some universities may close over funding crisis because they don't even have the funds. They are laying off lecturers. They are like a lot is going on right now in the UK universities. So they are looking at closing down some UK universities. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create contents on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs or visa sponsorship in the UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, or you know anyone who may be interested in such content, please do like and share this video with them, and also subscribe and join our beautiful family. Guys, one of the things that have really affected UK universities is the ban on bringing dependents. Most universities now are looking at closing. I could remember when I was studying, we had just in my class almost 100 students in my class, and 90% were Nigerians and Ghanaians. The rest were local students. And you know what that is? When you pay that high amount of fees, the universities now are suffering because the local students, they don't even pay that much like international students when it comes to their tuition fee. Now, just as you can see, the higher education minister has not ruled out that some universities may be forced to close over the funding crisis facing the sectors. This was just published on the 22nd of July, which was just a few days ago. My Home Secretary, Jacqueline Smith, who Sake Starmer appointed as a Minister for Higher Education in the cabinet, told the Politics Hub with Sophie Ridge that universities should be looking at how they can run efficiently as possible. Now, not relying on international students not being able to come. They should run efficiently, not even getting some funds from the UK government. Now, universities are currently facing a funding crisis due to drop in student applications and restrictions that prevent international students who pay higher fees from bringing their partners and children with them. It's now actually really easy to come study in the UK without your children. Yeah, to be honest, it's not really easy because I remember when I came here, I had my wedding in February and I came in September, and it was not easy. I was always on video call with my husband at the time. So imagine having kids back home. It would have been terrible, which I completely understand why people will choose other countries instead of the UK. So just as you can see on my screen, Bridget Phillipson, the Education Secretary, has said universities should seek to manage their own budgets before hoping for a bailout from the taxpayer. So are they trying to look at using taxpayers' money to run the universities now? We don't know. Asked whether that could mean some universities are threatened with closure, Baroness Smith replied, "I don't want that to happen, and I'm concerned that students are still able to get those opportunities." Just again on whether some higher institution could close their doors, the minister said again, "I hope it doesn't happen." That's to say, yeah, they are hoping it doesn't happen, but it looks like it's definitely going to happen. And you know, that's what we need to work to try to avoid, because when the universities are beginning to close down because of this, then that will cause a high level of unemployment in the society. As you can see, so she said it was in the hands of universities to take the action necessary in order to be as efficient as possible. I want to work alongside with them in order to make sure that our higher education sector, which is internationally recognized, is one of the key enablers in the country for individuals and for the economy, she added. I want that to work successfully, and I'm willing to work in partnership to ensure that happens. Last year, the Home Office announced that international students who come to the UK will no longer be able to bring family members with them, except under specific circumstances, like we know. The curbs have been in force since January, and mean overseas students are no longer able to bring dependents with them unless they are on postgraduate courses that are designated as research programs. Now, conservative ministers who were looking to lower immigration numbers to the UK said at the time that the restriction would have seen 140,000 fewer people come to the UK each year. Earlier, Ms. Philippines said a sharper focus was needed on regulating the higher education sector to ensure that universities were on a firm footing financially. She said universities were autonomous and there were expectations around how they manage their budget, and I would expect them to do that without seeking any calls on the taxpayer. So from what it is now, the universities are looking at getting money from the taxpayers to make sure that the universities run smoothly, and this has caused unemployment. They are dropping lecturers, but if they don't have the students to teach, what's next? In my opinion, I think the UK government will actually look into this, because I don't think they want to add the university funding to every other fundings and their budgets, as you can see. But the university and the college union, UCU, has called on the government to take action to help universities across the country who were struggling with their finances. In a letter sent to Labour on Friday, Joe Grady, General Secretary of the UCU, warned anything short of an emergency rescue package for the sector will be insufficient to stave off catastrophe. This is exactly what is going to happen if the UK government does not look into this as soon as possible. Well, let's see how it goes, but this is just the update. Some universities are looking at shutting down, and the funny thing is they are saying they don't want to see this happen. They don't want to see this happen. At the same time, they are not ruling out the fact that not being able to run the university make some of these universities close down. Just as you can see, minister does not rule out some universities may close over funding crisis. So the funding crisis is real. And like I always say, and I'll keep saying, that the international students are very important to UK universities, because that's where they receive the funds to do everything they want to do. So now that they are not coming, you can see what is going on, and we don't know yet to see how many universities are going to close down and which are those universities that will close down. But until then, let's see what the government is going to do. They've called the attention of the government to this, and they don't want to be in an emergency. So let's see what is going to happen. Whatever updates I get regarding this, guys, I'll definitely come back and share with you. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's video, and I hope you find this video helpful. And if you do find this video helpful, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.